G'day team, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be looking at the sum and the product of the roots. All right, this sum and product is different to the one you guys have been dealing with in your factorization, okay? So please do not get them confused when you are attempting questions, all right? Jumping straight into it, so if we have a quadratic ax squared plus bx plus c, and that equals 0, this equation has roots alpha and beta, okay? So they're just variables. Then the sum of the roots, so alpha plus beta, will be equal to negative b on a, so negative b on a, and the product alpha times beta will equal c divided by a, okay? So they're our two key formula for this section of work. An example of this, so find the sum and the products of the roots of the quadratic 7x squared plus 14x take 27 equals 0. All right, so remember, a is the coefficient of our x squared term, b is the coefficient of our x term, and c is our constant coefficient, okay? So alpha plus beta equals negative b on a, alpha times beta equals c on a. So we're just going to substitute those values in, and we can see that alpha plus beta equals negative 2, and alpha times beta is negative 27 on 7. So this is a really easy way to find the sum and product without actually calculating the roots. Most questions will actually get you to check this though. So we're going to do that using our quadratic formula to find the roots. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared, take 4ac, all over 2a. All right, so we've been doing a bit of work with our quadratic formula in the past, substituting all of our values in. All right, if you want to simplify this second term and you're not sure about simplifying surds, please use your graphics calculator because it will do it for you. So this simplifies all the way down to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 238 on 7. Therefore, alpha, I'm going to call the positive version, so negative 1 plus the square root of 238 over 7, and beta is negative 1 take away the square root of 238 over 7. What we want to do now is check the sum and the product of these two roots. So the sum, alpha plus beta, we're just going to add them together, okay? You will notice that we have a plus square root of 238 over 7 term and a minus square root of 238 over 7 term. These equate to 0, okay? If we have something take away that same something, we have 0. So we're left with negative 2, which if we double check up here is exactly what we calculated. So that works really well. Now we have to find the product. So we multiply the two terms together. I don't want to do that in my head. I don't know about you, but I'm going to use my calculator, and that spits out to be negative 27 on 7, which is exactly what we found up here. So that checks out as well. And that is all you have to do for a check. The next kind of question you'll see is finding an equation with the roots of the existing equation slightly altered. So if we have 2x squared plus 5x plus 2 equals 0 as our quadratic, that has roots alpha is negative 1/2 and beta equals negative 2. I've just gone ahead and calculated the sum and the product there. A question will probably ask you to find the equation of a quadratic with the same roots but that are slightly different. So in this case, our new roots are 4 alpha and 4 beta. All right. So what we need to find the sum and the product of the new roots. That way we can use our formula from the start of this video to find the coefficients for our quadratic, okay? So I've done them either side, okay? So 4 alpha plus 4 beta, we could take out a factor of 4, okay? So we got 4 times alpha plus beta, but up here, I calculated alpha plus beta to equal negative 5 on 2. So 4 times negative 5 on 2 equals negative 20 on 2. Now you may be tempted to simplify this fraction, but you'll see why I leave it in this form in a second. Now the product of the roots, 4 alpha plus 4 beta, we've got 4 times 4, which is 16, times alpha times beta. Up here, alpha times beta equals 1. Therefore, the product of our new roots is 16. So, the reason I left it in this fractional form is so it's an easy comparison to our coefficients, okay, from at the start of the video, so we can easily read across. Because of that, I want to change this 16 to have the same denominator as this side over here. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom of 16. So remember, 16 is 16 over 1. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom of that fraction by 2. So therefore, 32 on 2 equals C on A. Now, comparing the two, we can see that both A's must equal 2. In this left-hand side, B must equal 20. And then on this right-hand side, C must equal 32. Now that we have A, B, and C, we can just throw that straight into our equation. So therefore, 2x squared plus 20x plus 32 equals 0. All right, if you are playing along with the Hazy textbook, questions 1 through to 8 of chapter 2C in the 11 Methods Hazy textbook. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks.